Felix and Winston here. Here's the quick roundup of the banking crisis evolving. In the US, you have the US government asking Buffett allegedly to step in as a potential bailouter investor of, let's keep walking, of the regional banking sector. And that's all in an effort to not be seen to be bailing out, but to be seen for it to be industry that's doing the bailouts, because that's politically more acceptable, I'd say. Now, if Buffett does end up buying one of the regional banks or lending them a lot of money at a high interest rate or something like that, you could think that that would give the market some confidence next week. Secondly, in Europe, you've got Swiss quote, who are on the brink, and you have the Swiss central bank holding a large gun to the head of UBS, largest bank in the country, saying buy it. And UBS last week said over our dead bodies, and now they're saying all right, but you, the government, have to bear all losses, all future losses. Now there's one thing in Credit Suisse that actually UBS would like to buy, and that's their domestic bank, like a traditional good old bank that, you know, takes your money and invests in a reasonable way. That's actually making money. But the problem with that is UBS buys that. UBS essentially ends up with a monopoly of domestic banking. So it's the one thing that the regulator doesn't want UBS to have, whereas the other 3/4 of the bank UBS doesn't want to have. So it's kind of a deal that nobody wants. That doesn't mean it isn't going to happen. Look around at this view, hey? See behind us. We're going up here. And it might nevertheless happen, because regulators have powers to force things through. It's a bit like you're a 12-year-old and your mother tells you to do something. Haven't really got much say in the matter, do you? So if both of these deals come through over the weekend, you might actually see a rally next week. And why is that? Because everything is wonderful? No. But the plaster's been put on, and a lot of people are short, and you might see another short squeeze, and we saw a bit of that last week. So I think there's a possibility. Now, of course, this isn't financial advice. I haven't got a crystal ball or any of that, but I think it's a distinct possibility. What do you think, Winston? What do you think the market's going to do next week? Well, I brought him 2 cucumbers. I thought we'd give 2 green indicators here no matter what happens. So I think just be cautious. Like, the volatility is still there. If you look at the volatility for bank stocks, they're at 100. It's as high as they get. So the second thing I'd recommend you do is, on Wednesday, I'm holding a 90-minute masterclass where I'll show you, literally show you, how I invest, why I invest, what I do, what I trade, what my rules are, what my strategies are. Nothing held back. And it's completely free for the first 1,000 people. So I'll teach 1,000 people how I made 126% return on capital last year. And I think we're up about 30% this year, something like that. Maybe it's 20 something. So what do you have to do for that? Go to felixfriends.org/wealth. Link is down below in the subscription description. Sign up for it, save your spot, your seat while they're still there, and come and join Winston and me and learn something and make this year a year that counts, because we're a quarter of the way through the year, and most people are not doing any better or not feeling any more financially confident than they were a year ago, and I'd love to change that. So while we do that, or while you do that, felixfriends.org/wealth, we're going to climb up this mountain, show you the beautiful views one last time. See you on the next one.